Guardian angels. Those are persons that we often reference as people who bring us comfort, shelter, and a new vision for life. And all of those pieces are present in the story that Anne shared, but they are referenced by other examples in the Bible of angels. So I want you to think about times in your life when you have felt very much in a difficult and despairing place. And there was a voice, there was a direction, there was a presence that moved you to experience comfort and shelter and a new life. When I got to know Peggy Starks, we had many visits, particularly in the time when she had been diagnosed with a terminal illness. And we had some extremely heartfelt conversations about the big questions of life. And what she shared with me is that she was able to find in the skating group, in the book club, and in the choir, a place of refuge, a place of comfort and shelter and new life. And all of us need such a place, and all of us need to hear that voice. Thanks be to God for those moments of peace and challenge and new direction. Guardian angels. Amen. Joy to all people. Now, that little expression just passed by me for years and years, not surprisingly, since most people everywhere I go look and talk like me, right? But things are changing. This city is changing. This church is changing. And I believe God is changing us, moving us from a message, of a mono message, if you will, where we all have this assumption that everybody is just like us, to an understanding that we are all truly, in God's name, different. And all people in the scriptures doesn't mean everybody per se. It means specifically everybody that Jesus welcomed. Children, women, people with illness, people who had done things that they were ashamed of. Jesus welcomed everybody, and all would experience joy. The message of incarnation, of Jesus' birth, that we receive at Christmas is not just for us, it is for all. And that's important, because sometimes in church, sometimes in our life, we can essentially become quite wrapped up with ourselves. And because we spend most of our time with people just like us, we can assume that the message we have received is the same for everyone. That message of joy for all is joy for all. And the last thing I'll say is this: one of the great messages of joy is that sometimes, at different times in our lives, we need different kinds of joy. And having spoken and had conversation with people who are different than us can lead us to a different kind of joy that we need. If we are expecting God's joy only to come in the way and the manner that we have always experienced it, we can miss joy when it comes in a different path. Please listen to the joy at this time of year that others feel, that others express differently than we do. And may we all rejoice that the great joy has come, the gift of the angels.